Hey, what's up, you guys? Today we're gonna be working on the Toyota pickup, and what we're gonna be doing is installing some lowering blocks in the rear. The reason being is because we lowered the front and we had the sway away torsion bar, so we lowered it as much as possible to get it a little leveled in the front. But now the rear is still a little higher than the front, and we do have air shocks, so we could adjust the height. But those shocks have to be at a minimum of 20 psi. So that raises up the truck a bit. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna install these 1-inch lowering blocks, and once we have them installed, we're gonna air it up just to level it with the front, because right now it's kind of tilting forward a little bit. So hopefully this fixes our issue. So we have the 3-inch lowering leaf springs from Belltech, we have the air shocks, and we have the leaf spring helpers from AutoZone on there. So we're gonna start off by removing the air from the shocks, and we put the nozzle down back here. Now we're gonna raise up the truck so we can put it on jack stands. And we're gonna raise it up from the diff. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that off camera, and then I'll put you guys back on once the truck is in the air. Alright, so now that we have the truck on jack stands, just make sure you get the load off of the springs. We are going to remove both of the rear shocks off of the leaf spring plate. So we can lower this plate and stick the block in between the diff and the leaf springs. So both of these shocks have to come off, or maybe not. You could probably just back off the U-bolts, but we're gonna just remove the bolt and pull these off. Now that we have both shocks removed from the mounting bolt, or this mounting thing right here, we're gonna back off these 19mm nuts on the U-bolts. No tension on the diff at all. The jack is just barely even touching it. So we're gonna back these off, maybe all the way up to here, or we'll just take them off completely, and then we'll raise up the diff once the U-bolt is completely loose. We'll do that on both sides before we lift it. With the U-bolts removed and the plate removed, now we're able to slide in the lowering block, and then we're gonna lower the diff. We got one side all done. So this is the block in between the leaf spring and the diff. You have to get aftermarket U-bolts, because they do have to be an inch taller than what they originally are. We got the shock back in. So one side is done. We're gonna go ahead and do the passenger side, and then we'll put you guys back on so you guys can see. Oh, and also, if the block is a 2-inch block or 3-inch block, that means it'll give you a 2 or 3-inch drop. You could also use them to lift your vehicle. If the leaf spring perches on top and the leaf spring sit on top, then you just space out the leaf spring from the diff, and it'll give you that lift. So this is what it looks like with the 1-inch lowering block, and with the air shocks aired up, is going to bring it up right above the tire. We have to run at least 25 psi on those shocks, plus this these fender trims, they're not on properly, so they sag a little bit, but for the most part it's where we wanted it to be. And real quick, you guys, I want to show you the decals once again. Like I said, we're going to be showing you guys in every video. With $5 you could get these 4 decals sent to you. This is the Trailblazer, this is this truck, this is the C71, and this is the Camaro. All these cars are on this channel, so we decided to make some decals. They could message us on Instagram, follow us on Instagram at Yonke_OXC Films. I'll leave that in the description down below, and we'll catch you in the next one.